You know, when it comes to anime movies, I can be a little bit picky. Now, I don't usually watch the action type of anime unless it's really interesting enough for me to go, wow, that's something I must watch. I'm more of a slice of life, supernatural, and a sucker for sad anime. If it's sad and also beautiful, you can bet your ass I can come a whole lot of satisfaction milk. And it is also probably the reason why I skip a lot of action type of anime such as Boku no Hero Academia, Mob Psycho, and probably more that I forgot to mention in this video. It just doesn't click with me. But bring in Berserk, Devilman Crybaby, and the last year anime called Goblin Slayer to the table because those are the top notch for their badassness. But that, kid, is a story for another video. Now, going back to what I was originally want to talk about, while I was scrolling through my Twitter feed like a weeb I am, I found an interesting anime reviewer called Mech Review, who reviews an interesting movie called Maquia, When the Promised Flower Bloom. Curious because he reviewed it quite high, I decided to find it. It took me at least an hour to find a working link for the movie itself, but when I didn't get it, it took another hour to find it, but I finally have my hands on it. So grab a popcorn, soda, or anything else, prepare your spoiler cap because I'm here to tell you why this beautiful anime existed. Maquia, When the Promised Flower Bloom is an anime movie directed by Mari Okada. It was out for a while now, around last year on February 2018. The story is about an immortal young orphan named Maquia who is searching for something to fill her loneliness. She's from a race called the Earth, an ancient race which has connection to the gods. Their clan is called the Parting Clan. As they could never age, they live far away from any human being. Their daily life consists of weaving a special clothes that can have special meaning to them, as the clothes that they weave can be read. Now, even though there's always two people that stay with Maquia, Cream and Layla, she felt as if something is missing and she yearned for it. One night, the village was attacked by humans who was ordered by the king to capture an Eop so they can use her to give birth to an Eop successor. Since the Eop are immortal, I bet the king were hoping that he could get an immortal successor. But during the raid, Maquia accidentally ride a berserk dragon-like creature and was thrown away far from the village. Thereon, she saw a camp with dead people inside. That's right, dead people, guys. Inspecting inside, she found everyone dead except for a single baby whom she later named Ariel. Maquia took the baby and promised to take care of him by becoming his mother. At some point, Maquia's hair changed to a more brown color. Convenient for her since blonde hair makes her stand out more and people will know that she is an Eeyore. Now one day she got a cloth from Layla telling her that she's getting married. This prompted her to go and rescue her. But along the way she met with Cream who was also planning the same thing. Things didn't go as planned and Maquia left with Ariel to find a place to stay and work so she can support Ariel. After that, years went by, Ariel grows up. By that point, he already realized that Maquia is not actually her mother, so he entered the army to put a distance towards her. Not long after that, Ariel married Dita, his childhood friend, and they had a baby. However, the war broke out, and while she was running from the place, Ariel met with Maquia again, but now with her hair back to being blonde. Their reunion was cut short when Ariel has to help the other soldier. Meanwhile, Dita went into a labor, but luckily Maquia was there to help her and the baby was safely delivered. The aftermath of the war was seen after this. The king and its prince left the country to fend only for themselves. What a bastard king. This caused the fall of the kingdom and its subsequent loss. After that, we saw Ariel waking up on Maquia's lap. Ariel then reminisced the things that he and Maquia did and apologized for avoiding her all this year and not fulfilling his promise, which is to protect her. The promise that he made to her when he was a kid. After giving a final word, Maquia then left him, but Ariel tried to stop him there. Oh god, this is gonna be sad. So after this, there's gonna be spoiler as to what happened at the end. If you don't want to listen to that, you can skip it. I'll give you a timestamp in the description where you can click it to skip through this. After a considerable amount of time passed, we then see Maquia visiting the now old Ariel, just in time for him to say the final word to Maquia before passing away. The movie then ended with Maquia traveling back to her home, but with memories that will forever stay with her, thus ended her loneliness. I think the biggest question is, how did I manage to miss this masterpiece? 2018 went by without me even knowing this even existed. Had I didn't open Twitter yesterday and saw this, I think this movie will flow past me again this year. Maquia, When the Promised Flower Blooms is certainly a movie that I would definitely watch countless times again. This is the first time I think a movie managed to make me feel that being immortal and all is not really that great if you can't be with the one that you care the most. The whole time I watch this movie, I keep on putting myself in Maquia's position and wonder how will I ever cope if this were to happen to me. We see the life of Ariel from a baby until he's all through the eyes of Maquia, and to be honest, it left me with a mixed feeling. To know that one day the people around you are growing old while you are there, same as always, never changing, is something that I could not comprehend. Art style is nice. I really love how they animate the beautiful sunset and sunrise, just to name a few, okay? There's more if you watched it. Now, if there's one thing that had me confused in this whole movie, that is the whole transition of the time period. There was no indication of how much time has passed. I noticed that when the scene where Maquia was captured and then it suddenly showed Dita all grown up, pregnant, suddenly Ariel came and he's a father now. That led me confused as to what happened, which I can only conclude that a considerable amount of time has passed. Maquia is still kidnapped, while Ariel is busy with being a father. But that's the only thing that I'm gonna say. Other than that, none, okay? None. I fully enjoy this. My ratings for this movie is 10 out of 10. A must-watch movie. I can't say anymore. You have to watch it to fully experience what I'm telling you. So that's all about it for today, guys. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this. It really makes me happy to know that people get to this point. I know that this isn't what I usually do, but sometimes I have something other than hentai to review as well. And if this works out, a lot enjoyed it, then future review could include anime as well. Again, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet for more reviews, and I'll see you all lovely weeps again in the next video.